So the new Imaginarium theater just dropped, and for the current season, the elements we have are Pyro, Electro, and Geo. So in terms of the possible reactions you could do, it's really just between Overloaded and Crystallized. As for the bosses, we have the Hydro Topper, the Legatus Golem, the Plunge Legend, and Last Assignment. So before we get into the run, here is a general guide that you can use for the entire theater. First is to prioritize getting characters over blessings, because what's the point of having blessings if you don't have enough characters to even clear the challenge? Of course, later on, once you do have enough characters, you can try to get a few blessings like Pyro Crystallized, Electro Crystallized, and Overloaded, but for this time around, it's unlike the previous one. Characters are a bit more important than blessings. Second is try to choose challenges with the least amount of enemies, preferably the ones with neutral resistance. When I say neutral resistance, I mean specifically the Ruin Guards, the Graders, and the other robot enemies. So for the Talpa, you generally want to save your Pyro DPS because he is permanently infused with Hydro, which means it's easier for you to trigger Vape without needing the presence of a Hydro unit. Such units for this one would be Arlecchino, Shengling, and Hu Tao, etc. For the Legatus Golems and the Plunge Legend, try to save your good Geo units, and I don't mean regular Geo units, I mean good Geo units. Now, what do I mean by good? So for what amount of testing I've done, the best at breaking the Golem's shield is both Navia and Zhongli, and I think Ningguang to a certain extent due to her abilities. And afterwards, you can probably use other units like Noelle, Ito, Chiori, and Kachina and the likes to kind of break the shield, but just keep in mind, aside from the top 3 units, the others are going to take a little bit of time to break the shield. The same applies for the Plunge Legend, although there is a bit less restriction due to your ability to plunge. You can even use characters like Bennett to trigger the Collision Plunge to break it really fast, or you could try to save a Claymore character like Noelle or Ito in order for you to break the shield through the plunges. For the last boss, we do have Assignment, so try to save your Electro characters in order to break its invisibility. Otherwise, if you don't have enough characters for your cast, feel free to invite a supporting cast from your friend, and it would be all the better if your friend has a high constellation with like their Refinement 1 or whatever best weapons that they have. Otherwise, you can just run whatever units that are within the elemental restriction. Now then, let's get into my run. So for the current opening characters, we do have the 6, which is Dea, Chevreau, Keqing, Fischl, Chiori, and Ningguang. If you don't have any of the characters, feel free to select from the trial. I would say for this current theater, I think I would highly recommend getting Chevreau and maybe Chiori if you don't have any of them, given how rare they are compared to all the other units. So I've already chosen my current lineup. The guest stars we have this time around is Kanish, Yelan, Sucrose, or Venti, but for my personal experience, you won't really ever need to use either Venti or Sucrose unless you're intending to go against multi-wave content, so you don't need like the likes of Kazuhan and such. So you don't necessarily need to use any of these grouping units. So this one is a little bit different. Usually a companion invite would cost 80, but it's completely random between 2 characters. The one that costs 100, you can basically select which unit you want out of the selection that you are given. Now, for the earlier this time around, I will be using Raiden because we don't really need Bennett, Shengling, or Zhongli for now. We can probably get it later for the golems and such, so we're not going to worry about that. Gonna go grab the mystery cash. Let's see, brilliant blessings cost fewer companions, become more expensive. No. Okay, let's use this one. If you don't have enough points, just try to make the companion events much cheaper because the blessings are strong, but you're still tied to whatever characters you have, and they're not really the most consistent, way to proc crystallize or something. Okay, so we have 3 options, right? So we have the Hilichurl Rogues and a few of these enemies, which can get annoying, so it's multi-wave. And we have the Avatars of Lava, and I believe this is the 1 Ruin Guard. I think that's a Ruin Guard and 3 of the little guys. Now, I did say choose enemies with neutral resistance. However, the Avatars of Lava, I think we're only going to have to kill 2 of them, and they are permanently infused with Pyro. So this is one of the times where you can actually like if you really want to save time, you can either go for the robot one or this one. But for the purpose of it, I'm just going to use this. Right. Look at that. Oh, these are the other ones. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. I thought it was the other Avatar of Lava. Okay. Yeah, there's only 3 of them, so you don't have to like kill them within 90 seconds. I think my Dea alone can kind of just do it by himself. My Dea is C1 by the way, just to make sure, and I think we're done. Yep. Yeah, usually the first chamber is very, very easy, so I'm gonna use Arlecchino for this. Goro, unfortunately, I never really found a place to use him, but unless you're a Noelle or Ito player and you plan to use him later on, Goro doesn't really have much of a necessity here. Okay, keep in mind that you can reroll the event, so let's go do that. Okay, companion random. Alright, it's a bit cheaper. Okay, so between Lisa or Thoma, I'm probably gonna have to use Thoma for now. Let's try to refresh another one. Mystery cash. Companion random out. This one, if you do get a chance to get this cash effect, use this because at least you're guaranteed to get the companions, especially like in this situation where you can't really like, you only have like, you're guaranteed to have 3 battles, so one of the events is random. Beidou, of course, try to prioritize the right kind of supports to add into your cast because the DPS, you know, like you can save a few DPS, but it's better to have more supports. Now that we're done, once again, select a few enemies. We're not going to use that, that's a lot of enemies. These are quite a few very spread out like robots. I'm going to be going against the Eidolon. Yeah, I think this one is probably like 2 Eidolons and 2 Golems or such. So preferably, you don't really need to bring Geo. I think you can just bring an overloaded unit. So this time around, I'm going to be using my Arlecchino. We're going to run Arlecchino overloaded if possible. Keep in mind that overloaded can actually break their shields, so... Wait. This. There you go. I probably need to call my official back somehow. Okay, we're doing... I didn't even need to break his shield. That's hilarious. And then we just gotta call official back again in a bit. 1, 2, 3, charge. And we're done. Yeah, the earlier chambers are usually very easy. So... I'm probably going to use Arlecchino because we are in Chamber 3. I believe Chamber 3 should be the Hydro Talpa, correct me if I'm wrong. Chamber 3 is Hydro Talpa. I'm going to be using Yai because I don't really need Pacino right now because I think the Legatus Golem is Chamber 6, so we still have like 3 more chambers to go. Another companion. Okay, Pyro. This would be a perfect time for Bennett Shengling. I think I'm going to go for Shengling because Bennett's not so necessary for me right now. Let's try to reroll to see if we can get a companion. Nice. Another one. Perfect. I can get Bennett Shengling. There you go, a mystery cache. Okay, I'm broke. So we should be going against, yeah, the Climatic Showdown. So I'm going to be using Arlecchino for this one because I don't think there's a need for Pyro units after this chamber. So just keep that in mind. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Bennett burst into skill. Oh, come on. Why do you have to do that? If you have Shengling, try to go counterclockwise if you can. Because like it does actually like do extra damage. And let's finish this off. Bruh. Are you kidding me? I hate the teleport sometimes, man. Now between Huta and Noel. There's not even a question. Although preferably I would like to get Zhongli sometime soon. But we still have like 2 more chambers, so it should be fine. Companion random, I'm gonna get a mystery cache because mystery cache is usually rarer than companions. Random blessing cost less, no. Selectable effects increased by 1 when choosing. Oh, okay. Okay, companion again. Hopefully we get Zhongli this time around. Perfect. There you go. We can use that for the future areas. I don't have enough flowers. Okay, so this is the defense sequence, I believe. Yeah. Chamber 4 is the defense sequence, so try to go for enemies that are quite easy. This one is... we're gonna have to deal with 2 Lawachos, so it's definitely not gonna be easy. This one does have quite a few enemies here and there. If you don't have Pyro, then preferably not. That's why, like, usually for my past theater runs, I like to go against the robots because there's nothing crazy about them. There is no gimmick and such. You just hit them when you can hit them and just keep the thing alive. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. Gotta use all my bursts so that I can get charge my Raiden on. Oh, by the way, my Raiden is Constellation 2, so don't worry about it. Now where are the enemies? Perfect. Can snapshot the Bennett buff. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta do a charge attack first. The guy's digging towards me, I think. Oh, there he is. Should be going there. Oh, no. Yeah, I really try to stay far away from this because, you know, enemies. So killing 1 enemy, I believe, like, decreases the time by a few seconds. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Yeah, this is a bit annoying, but keeping it, it's not really that hard. See, enemies, because you're only going to be dealing with 2 of them at the same time, so it's not really going to be that big of a deal. So let's try to get that off, and then hopefully get an elemental burst up. That guy's attacking the thing. Yeah, this is where maybe grouping would be really useful. Okay, hold on. We gotta get this guy. We're quite close, so generally try to go for the range guys. Because for whatever reason, they really like to hit you. Even I'm struggling a little bit. Okay. We actually barely made it. You know, because I think previously, if you're lucky, you can actually get like the Ruin Guards one, which is much easier. But for this one, yeah, maybe human enemies will be better in this case. But otherwise, you don't really need to use Sucrose or Venti. Like as you saw just now, my Raiden is Constellation 2 with like double crown, so quite highly invested. But I'm pretty sure most people would be able to clear it with enough investment. So we don't have electro characters. We are approaching the Geo parts because I believe we're in Chamber 5 already. Yeah, we are in Chamber 5, so we're one more away for the next boss. Okay, refunded, thank you. Next cast, gotta use... Okay, my Yelan is also a little bit invested at Constellation 2, but don't worry about it. So we have the Geo one, which wolves are going to cause corrosion, so it's going to be a bit annoying. Once again, I'm just going to go for the robots one. You only have to kill like 7 enemies, and if you want to get the stars, you only need to kill like 9. But these enemies are a little bit tanky, so if you do not have enough investment, that's going to be a bit tricky. Do that. Okay, do that. The nice part about Noelle is it does actually like... She does have pretty good range. I can't say much about Ito, but it is pretty nice though. There you go. And reset that again. I should honestly not reset though. There's no reason for me to like do that. So we're already done. Now I just need to kill 2 more enemies. Let me do this. And once I kill this, we're done. You can press P, abandon the challenge, and I should be getting the stars. There you go. Done. If the next button would appear faster, that would be greatly appreciated. So the next one, I think we're going to use Lisa, because Lisa with the defense shred is quite helpful in a lot of situations. Okay, we can probably get another more cast. And I'm going to use Sarah. Sarah Beidou is an option. We have 5 casts remaining. I don't think we need events here right now, because we're so late in that I don't think it's necessary. So Legatus Golem, well, you know, as I've said, just save your best Geo characters. I'm just going to use the regular Navia Zhongli, but if you want to have other options, try to use either Ito, Noelle, or Ningguang. They break their shield pretty well. Characters like Yunjin and Goro don't actually hit very often, and specifically their cooldown is quite long, so you're not going to be breaking Geo characters as fast. You can also use Claymore characters like Dea, but ideally just use a Geo unit. I'm probably going to use Yelan instead of Lisa, because Lisa's range is not really that big. Wrong button. Oh great. This is why I hate this guy sometimes. He just goes so far away. And I should be able to break it pretty fast if I do this. There you go. 1, 2 dash, 1, 2 dash, 1. And then do this. Do a burst to get that going. Yep. See how easy it is to break your shield? And now we're also going to save Navia for the next house. So Chiori is not going to be that important, but it's fine. Okay, so once again, I think we only have a few more units left. So I'm probably only going to do 1 more companion randoms. Because keep in mind, after you clear every challenge, you're going to get a choice between 2 characters. And we only have like a few more chambers left, so I'm going to try to go for the blessings instead. So let's go for Electro Crystal, because why not? Get as much buffs as we can, because I already cleared this with all stars, but on my initial run, I chose way too many companion randoms, so every time I clear a challenge, it wasn't really worth it. Okay, Pyro characters, yeah, we're not gonna do that. I don't think I have Shengling at all. I do have Bennett. Wait, what happened to my Bennett? I must have used my Bennett a while ago. Oh, these guys are just I think it's 1 big boy, 1 big lizard, and 2 small lizards. They will sap your energy, so do be a bit wary of that, but the attack takes like 3 seconds to charge up, so if you can't dodge that, that's a problem on your end. And we should be able to get things done. And then do this, get an E so that I can get Serpent Spine, and we're good. I also do have C1 Hu Tao, so I am going to try to max it out. I will be making a video for that soon, so, you know, make sure to stick around to the channel if you are interested. I'll try to get it done maybe hopefully by this week. Ah, dash the enemy. Okay, that's a little pointless. I don't think I have enough energy for this, unfortunately. I mean, we can take our time though. At least I know my team can take my time. Yeah, it's just the problem is that my team has a bit of energy problems, but it should be fine. Yeah, I think we have like 30 more seconds. I think my Hu Tao should be able to clear this actually. Keep in mind my Hu Tao is a quite high investment. I do have Staff of Thoma, but I'm actually using Ballad because my Homa's on Shao. Truly not a Hu Tao enjoyer. So I'm gonna go for as many buffs as we can. Like just grab whatever we can grab. Okay, Plunge Legend. We're also gonna use the Geo units, but if you remember the advice from earlier, you can use any Geo Claymore characters or Claymore characters in general. Lisa is not gonna apply as much, but should be fine. So we're gonna do this. Do that. You can usually do 4 punches before the thing runs out. Now the problem is I don't have enough energy problems. Don't have enough energy, so I can finish this off. Never mind, he's dead. Man, Navia is such a good unit. Alright, so that is already the last card, so I don't think I will even get any sort of companion thing. Yeah, we only have 2 more chambers. We're currently in chamber 9. If you do get any sort of cast or any sort of free mystery events, just try to grab it when you can. 2 random characters with 0 vigor rejoin. Now this is great. Oh, that's actually great. That's actually really good. I can probably use that for later. I can't even use this. But does it actually show that? Who would be left? Oh, it rejoins the cast available. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't think it meant that way. Okay, so we have 3 enemies, Pyro, and Eidolon. I'm just gonna use Eidolon. So this one, Chamber 9 is usually the bounty things. You just have to kill 3 bounties to clear, and preferably if you want to get a star, you try to kill them all within 70 seconds. So try not to focus on all the mimics and try to just go straight for the bounty, aka the Eidolons in this case. So do this. Do this. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, ignore everyone else. Just go for the bounty. I'm sure my Deya will actually do damage. You know, I can't wait to have C6 Deya, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Do that. Oh, I don't have my skill back. Oh, cool. And we're done. And now I can just abandon my challenge. That's it. Okay, Overloaded. We're going to be running an Overloaded team for the next one, so I know what I'm doing. Okay, decrease Pyro and Rest. Okay. Finally, assignment. Now, let's get this done. This is similar to the Abyss variant, so keep that in mind. I'm going to save Cookie Burst for later, so when we actually break the thing. I'll do this. I broke it quite fast actually. There you go. And you should be out of his invisibility. And I'm gonna hold burst so that I can get my thing. You know, something I'll get C6 Lisa and actually build her DPS because right now she's kind of built as a DPS but also not quite. Do this so that I can trigger as much overloaders as we can. You know, Cookie being built for EM is quite useful because what's with it? She can trigger pretty good overloader damage. I think I saw just now it was like 23 to 24k. So yeah, there you go. And that is my run. Hopefully you guys find this helpful while the credits roll. If you have any sort of questions, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below and I will try my best to help you with your problems. Otherwise, I hope this video helps, and if you enjoyed the video, do the usual, like and subscribe. That's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Ethereal, signing off. Peace!